We are live. The pitchers and catchers for your Los Angeles Dodgers have all allegedly reported to spring training. The rest of the players, I guess, come around Valentine's Day. It seems like a lot of them are already there, which is great. We want to see that. We want to see these guys ready to go. The Padres don't even report till tomorrow. So what the heck? Who cares? We play them in whoever. The Dodgers play the Padres in Korea on March 20th and 21st. Hence, this is why spring training is starting so early for your Dodgers. This is Tim Rogers. It does rhyme with Dodgers. With Dodgers 2080, we are here to talk about all things Dodgers today. Ready to rock and roll. So one of the first things I want to talk about, a little post out there that talked about the following MLB free agents that are still out there. This is quite a list, folks. Let's be straight up and honest. Blake Snell, Cy Young Award winner, two-time Cy Young Award winner. Cody Bellinger, 2019 MVP, former Dodger great. Jordan Montgomery, postseason stud for the Rangers. Matt Chapman, one of the best fielding third basemen of all time. Jorge Soler, 2021 World Series MVP. Can't field. JD Martinez, one of the best DHs of all time. Tommy Pham, who Dodgers maybe wanted him, maybe not. He's wanted to play for the Dodgers. Gio Urshela, overrated. Michael A. Taylor, former National. I think he's got a ring even. And one of the greatest Dodgers of all time. Hyun-Jin Ryu, who provided one of the greatest moments of all time when he hit his first and probably only home run as a major leaguer in 2019 with Joe Davis on the call. So what do we think? Are any of these guys Dodgers? Let's start. We'll go from the bottom. The Dodgers signed the old Paxton there, James Paxton, which probably rules out Ryu, but you never know. You never know. Injuries happen. Something happens. That's the thing right now. With the possible injuries that could be out there, what if someone goes down? What if another starter goes down? We've already lost. I know he wasn't targeted yet necessarily to be a starter yet for this season as the season begins. No habla inglés. Losing Nick Frasso does not help. Not at all. So starter goes down. You got Ryu out there. You could do the weird contract. Try to go, hey, Boris, let's try one of these huge 2-3 year contracts, high AAV with Jordan Montgomery or Blake Snell. Gio Urshela is a good fielding third baseman, but, Michael A. Taylor, I think there's brief things about him. We got Margot. No need for Michael A. Taylor. And if you want we already have another Taylor, the one and only Chris Taylor, who has never done anything wrong in his life. He can play center field. And, of course, I could sign Kike Hernandez, who I'd rather have than some of these guys at least. Tommy Pham, looks like he's not an option. They had a shot. They have Teoscar Hernandez playing in left field. But, again, injuries happen. Something happens before the season starts, and some of these guys are still out there. You never know. JD Martinez, Shohei would have to go down, and heaven forbid that would happen. Shohei, that Shohei Ohtani guy. I don't know, you probably heard of him. Yeah. Jorge Soler, same thing. Matt Chapman, if Muncy goes down, he'd have to go really down to pay Chapman because the bat I'm not so sure about, but the glove is gold. So he's kind of the opposite. If he could field and Max Muncy could hit. Jordan Montgomery, Blake Snell, same thing with it. It'd have to be real high AAVs. I don't see that happening as they are Boris clients. And, of course, Cody Bellinger, who I think really wishes he was still in the Dodgers. What are your thoughts, folks? Let's go. Doing a little bit of a thing here to get you people to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get this channel super intensely off the ground. Just trying to do better here. Showtime LA, what is up? Yeah, what can you tell me about Huniel Choi? So he was dang, he was really good for the Dodgers. In was it 2021? I believe he's the organizational pitcher of the year. Fills up the zone. Boy, I hate that view. Let me make sure I'm looking. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. So fills up the zone. I saw a tweet from our guy Jay Thomas, who talked about him. He's up to he working with Tread Athletics. He's up to 94 plus miles per hour, which is good. He was struggling with early extension from the back hip, making it difficult to keep the torso counter rotated, stacked into foot plant. Okay, hey, some of these people, they actually know what they're talking about. They attacked him with 3 drills, roll-ins, bend key rockers, and pre-turns. So there you go. There's everyone's exercise program for tomorrow. But yeah, great question. Appreciate that. Let's see. Hey, Art, what is up? Met you at spring training. Oh, yes. My man. Oh, yeah. I remember Art. Yeah, I got a ton of pictures with him and his kid. His kid getting a lot of autographs from people, from minor leaguers and stuff. Yeah, I hope to be at spring training. Trying to line up. I got to be able to get a press pass, though. Trying to line it up. So good to see you, Art. I think you still got my number too. I think I got yours too. Time Machine Dodgers win the World Series time and again. There you go. Let's go. So we chatted about this, didn't we? I am not worried about butane yet. So the concern is, I think, what was he hitting? 92 to 94 miles an hour. Our ace, my ace, your ace, Walker Buehler, was clocked at, I think it was between 92 and 94, or is it 93, 94, whatever. And we're used to him, being 97, 99 range. It is the beginning of spring training. I know he's been working on stuff. If you recall, though, he's always had slow starts to spring training. So I'm counting on that's part of it. He's just kind of getting it going. At the same time, he'll adjust. He's not going to be like the Syndergaard, who just really was struggling to adjust. I think Buehler, whatever he's going to be able to do, is he will adjust. Austin Brubaker is in the house. Good afternoon, my guy. Yeah, good to see you too, Art. Yeah, I'm doing well. Been busy at work, that's why I haven't been on a lot. But that's just the way things are. Work's been really busy, but it's been good. Yeah. How good to see you. Yeah, Muncy could DH. That's true. Yeah, if Shohei went down, that makes a lot of sense. You bring in someone to play third. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. That would be the worst. Buenas tardes, Alexander. Right on. Yeah, the Kenley rumors will not stop. I ran a little poll. 200 and some people responded, and the question. Let me go to it, and I'll pull it up in a minute here. There it is. Let's go to it. There we go. Hopefully, is that being silly? I'm not able to see that. Let's, Come on. Oh, man. This thing's stupid sometimes. I swear. No, refresh. Well, the poll said, since that's being stupid, there we go. Let's go to that one. It asked the question, and I said, the rumors are not going away. And my question was, do you believe Kenley Jansen can be a quality closer for the Dodgers for the whole season, including the postseason? 262 people voted. 72.5% said no. 27.5% said yes. And I had a good dialogue with Dodgers Randy on this, Randy Radcliffe. She doesn't go with this anymore. Well, first, of course, Clint goes, I really, really want this rumor to go away. Feels like the Red Sox are begging media to talk about Kenley's trade availability. Sounds good. Randy goes, closer? No, that's Phillips' job. Do you think he would? I think he could be good enough arm to get us outs in high leverage or setup guy possibly. Then I said, is he chasing save stats though? I can't imagine him coming in for a different role. She responded, yeah, I don't care. She goes, I don't care what he's chasing. I don't either. Dodgers are chasing World Series, and that doesn't include caring about hurting Chanson's feelings if they want to win. And I said, I don't think they trade for him if he's not flexible, and they shouldn't. And then she's, and this is really this good conversation. I think he's flexible. Then I think it might work, but then we can't bring back Diva Jansen. Oh, I know where to get this. Yeah, I don't really care even for him to begin with because he has a blank attitude when he doesn't get what he wants, and this team doesn't need that. And then she said, "This is online. Online. I know what I was doing. I was doing on the wrong thingamabob. I'll put it out here because she said it, not me." Randy said, I had a Dodger pitcher tell me one time that Jansen constantly needs his teammates talking him up and he doesn't handle criticism very well. Since then, I've had a hard time looking at him as a team player. There we go. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I mean, unless he's willing, if he's flexible and wants to come around and do something else, that's great. But yeah. No more Kenley rumors. Amen. Is Casey out here? I don't see Casey. That'd be great if he was out here. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a bit. I gotta get back at him. And Cardiac Kenley, that's a no for me, dog. Exactly. Yeah, I'm in that same boat. You know, it's one of those things where you just go, "Hey, thank you for everything, Kenley. Everything." But it's time to move on. And hey, in fairness to him, he's trying to get in the Hall of Fame. That's why I think he's chasing stats, and good for him. Go for those statistics. Right now, it's just a matter of going, can I get enough saves to get me in the Hall of Fame? Because he's getting right up there. I mean, and he'll go in as a Dodger. That'd be nice. We don't have enough guys going in as Dodgers anymore. Jeez. We just had Adrian Beltre. He's going to go in as a Ranger. Dang, Kenley's 36? Holy shaving cream. Come on. He's got 420 saves. Okay, get your giggles on. Next thing you know, he'll have 69 wins like Brandon McCarthy. Get your giggle on. I can't believe he's 36. Say what? He's 36 years old? Our Kenley? Yeah, pass. Even though his velocity's been better. Let's look at the Baseball Savant for him. I know we're going a little nerdy here, but let's do that. Because you know what? The reason that I believe it, I believe the rumor, is because of David Vassegh. David ain't going to... I know some people go, Vassegh is a clown. I like Vassegh. As you know, I like everybody, but I like Vassegh. I think he does a good job. And one thing he doesn't do is start lying about those types of things. What was his velocity? 95.3 last year. I mean, he wasn't even doing that with the Dodgers, man, when he left. So I don't know. But a lot of these things are not good numbers. His extension's good. Well, that's exciting. XERA. Yeah. It's really, why am I getting such a poor quality of screen here of seeing stuff? But, he's above a little bit above average on fastball run value. Chase whiff percent 29. I mean, that's good. I mean, these are good things, but yeah. I just still doesn't work for me. Sorry, Kenley. If you come back, great. We'll be rooting for you. Let's see, Tanner or Devin. Oh, yeah. So that's Tanner Scott or Devin Williams has to be the last move. See, that's the thing. I want to make a video that, probably maybe I'll do it with my son, where we would just go over the off season one more time. I know I did that a few weeks ago with Alex. I want to do that again, but maybe with my son, or I'll just do it solo and go over that. But I'm waiting because I still think there's one more move. I still think there's one more move out there. If they do get one more reliever and, maybe sign Kike, who knows? Then I'll start shooting that video. But right now, it's like I just don't want to do it and then have it all be out of date already. I want it to be right there. So, by the time they get on a plane to Korea, then I'll be doing it, which is the 13th is the last day of spring training. So I'm expecting something around to be before then if that happens. But yeah, so again, please hit the like, subscribe, all those good things. Hey, the drive is on. I am at almost at 2,000. And that's thanks to the good people that are on here. Yeah, I'm almost at 2,000. Let's see, what am I at? 1,983. All right, and then I'm less than 100 away on Twitter from getting there also. Okay, there's some new. Let's see. Okay, let's talk a little bit. I don't know if you've seen it about some stuff regarding the so much press. We'll talk about that. Oh, I'm going to talk Zoom. I'm going to be ready to talk about Yamamoto in a couple minutes. That's for sure. I just woo. Let's see. All right. So just a few minutes ago, Fabian Ardaya from The Athletic posts about, Dave Roberts talking about the media attention. And there's an article on The Athletic. I'm not going to share it with you because it's paid and I respect him. I got to look that guy in the eye, and I don't want to say, hey, I'm taking money from you. It's harder if you guys make it harder. So Doc is talking about the media. And so there's more media than normal. Not only I know you can maybe see the picture here. But you see a lot of reporters. There's a lot more reporters outside that are outside the scrum. They don't even have press passes. And so my understanding is there's 60 to 70 Japanese reporters. And Ohtani don't want to talk that much. I'm good with that. I don't really give a crap if he talks. I want him to freaking rake. That's what I want to see. I want to see him hit. And it sounds like he's making really good progress. Hopefully my concerns about his elbow not being ready for game 1 are unfounded. Let's hope so. I've been wrong a few times before. So let's talk about Yamamoto for a minute. I got to be honest. There is nobody that I want to see more in the spring training games than Yamamoto. I just can't wait to watch on TV or whatever. I cannot wait. The simplicity in his mechanics, other than the little arm twist, which does concern me. But the simplified mechanics, the velocity, and the command. I'm just so excited about it. We obviously we've seen a lot of Shohei when he was with that other pseudo LA team. We've seen Glasnow. I mean, we saw him in the World Series. Saw the Dodgers kind of light him up a little bit. But this guy, I still haven't had a chance to watch any long-term videos of him. Longer things, just highlights. And I cannot wait to watch. At the end of the day, for me, I really love pitching. I really love pitching, and it's something that just to watch I still, unlike, I don't know, because I know the game's changing. I get it, but I still look who is pitching before I go to a game, or before I try to. Just a little arm twist. It's just in the back. He just does a little twist with his arm in the back a little bit. It's not terribly noticeable, but who knows the way things are these days. Um, but I'm really excited to watch him. He's so young, and gosh darn it, you know, just like Shohei Ohtani, his favorite American restaurant is In-N-Out Burger. So cheers to In-N-Out Burger. I am going to start harping on the In-N-Out people, on the Instagram machine. I'm just going to start saying you need to get involved with your Dodgers and our Dodgers and my Dodgers. They are heavily involved right now with drag racing, which is great in Southern California. But they got to, if we're going to get a stupid patch ever, I want it to be In-N-Out. Or my preference is still no patch. Yeah, so the Dodgers, they're getting a little free publicity there. And it's just, people are going to go, well, it's not that great. I'll debate you because I can have it any day. But it's just, there's something very cool about In-N-Out Burger that it's just it's a really cool place to go to. So yeah, Yamamoto is the one that excites me the most. Please put in the chat which of the Dodgers players, older and newer, which one are you most excited to see in spring training as the games begin? I think February. I'm going to say 22nd. I'm probably wrong because I'm not looking. Today's kind of a wing it one. That's just the way it is today. But really good to be back. I think the last time I did one of these was on Tuesday. We've also got, you brought it up, Zella, the less than optimal uniforms. I hate it. It's just so, I know people are going, oh, there's just uniforms. It's no biggie. For some of us, it is a big deal. So if you don't care about the uniforms, that's great. You don't have to care about it. Don't tell us what we can think or feel about. I have quite a few jerseys. I have not watched D-Mac's video because it'll just piss me off. I know enough about it. I saw the picture, the tweet, and everything like that. But for me, it's a big deal. I think uniforms are one of the most elegant and beautiful parts of the game. When you start looking at the romantic side of the game, they're special. The Dodger uniforms are legendarily gorgeous. Gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous uniforms. And the fact that they've, got rid of the wedding white, reduced the front numbers, reduced the back numbers, reduced the names on the back, it just makes them a little unproportional. It reminds me of the Little League uniforms that my kids used to have that were really good, but just not what they could have been because they decided to go a little skimpy on things. And then not skimpy in a, how do we strike? I would just say keep complaining. I'm not going to be buying any new ones necessarily. The only one I'll buy is the Dodgers won the World Series. I will buy the MVP's jersey. That's for sure. I did that in 2020, so I have a beautiful Corey Seager jersey. And I also bought a gold Corey Seager and a gold Clayton Kershaw. I love uniforms. There's people out there that don't care, and they're just going, oh, I don't care. Okay, great. That's great. You don't care. Then mute the term jersey or something like that. Everyone's got their things. And so, yeah, I get it. Doug and I have talked a little bit about it. We're just not fans of it. It just doesn't look proportional. The separation in the button up part, it's just silly. Yeah, Dodgers aren't going to fight it because there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. And to be honest, there's not enough people that care anymore. If people actually really cared about the uniforms, those all-star tragedy and disgusting uniforms that would be gone instead of what they do. They should be just playing with their regular uniforms. If it's a National League park, it's the whites for the National League team and the grays for the American League and vice versa. Just wear their real uniforms. It's one of the best things. They started at first with the stupid hats. Putting, now we got a special all-star hat that's very generic. I don't mind the star on it like this one. But to go out there, put their uniforms on, it just shows everything to me. That, here's all the uniforms. Let's see. What do my package be for Devin or Tanner Scott? Oh man. Yeah, let's get off the uniforms. I'm just getting ramped up about it. It's gonna take a lot. Especially for Devin, because he's got 2 years. And he's ranked much higher. And I would like Tanner Scott because he's a lefty, but Devin Williams is he's one of the best relievers in baseball. And so I would, oh gosh, it's going to take one of our younger right-handed starters, that's for sure. It's going to take a catcher, a good catcher. Not Will Smith, obviously. It's going to take a lot to get either one of those guys. Yeah. So it's one of those things where I think the Dodgers are going to really need to make that move. Can Vesia do what we think he can do? Can that Matt Cage, whatever, that new guy they got from the Yankees, can he do anything? What do we get from Daniel Hudson? What about Blake Trinan? Lance Lynn did give up a home run. Oh, just wait. Hey, Art, okay, what do you feel about Cartaya with his down year last year and with Rush and climbing the ranks? Diego knows. That's for sure. Diego knows that he has fallen behind. I think it's going to be, I'd rather do it now than, later. Vargas and Stone would not get it done. No. Not right now. So Diego knows he's falling off the rankings a lot. And, I think there's a lot on him. They're just the hype machines. These teams, and the Dodgers did it to him too, but everyone's hype. He's just a really good guy, and he's just let him be. Let's see what happens. I think Vargas was a victim of that. Now they're starting to hype Outman more. They're doing with Yamamoto. Just let these guys be. Dodgers, leave them alone. MLB, that's a different story. But maybe these kids need to say no. Just go, no, I'm working. But, if the Dodgers say they're going to feel like they have to do it, the real media that I want to see is the parade. That's what I want to see. I don't care about driving in a car. Those are nice things. Those are cool, but I don't want people getting a big head. Let's at least let them have some success before we start really hyping him up. I know Yamamoto, $325 million contract. He's a little different. But let's at least, Dalton Rushing is going to be a spring training invitee. Let's leave the guy alone. Let him do his thing. He's probably the number one prospect right now. Leave those guys alone. Just let him be. I think some of those guys probably got a good dose of stuff last week at Dodger Fest, which is a good thing. Let's let them do that. Hopefully, people got some autographs with them and things like that. But yeah, right now, Showtime, Vargas' value's down, Stone's value's down. Now, I'm big believers in them, but yeah, just let them be. Yeah. Yep, they're going to have room. I mean, we know Barnes will be back this year because Kershaw's back, and he'll be back in 2025 if Kershaw is back, straight up. We know that, and that's I'm actually okay with that. I want to go back real quick. Hey, got another subscriber. Please pass on the news. This is a place to come in. I do my best to answer all the questions. I know some of the other ones, which are more popular for good reason, they're really good. They can't answer all the questions. It usually means, it takes a super chat or something like that to get their attention. Now, it takes super chats. The charity for this month, this will be the last month I do charity, give it to charity, is Cielo Sports, CIELO.com, or is it .org? They have a channel, and the guy's a pastor, yeah. He's a pastor to athletes in San Diego and to Adrian Gonzalez and Daryl Strawberry. So he's just one of those guys that's his job, is to be pastor to the athletes. He's more available. Chaplains are cool, but this guy's even more available. Snellen, yeah, belly unsigned. It is crazy. Yeah, Boris. I think so. I never underestimate him. So yeah. Yeah, Vargas is blocked. I know. I think they want to I just speculate. So let's talk Miggy Vargas. All right. So I'm still a huge backer of Miguel Vargas. I believe he's going to be a very good major leaguer. I think he has the capability to hit well over 300. And I think what the plan is, this is opinion. I'm not bringing any facts to the table yet because we haven't seen anything yet. I think Miguel Vargas is going to be going back to third base, maybe left field because Teoscar Hernandez's contract is only 1 year. But I think where they're at right now with his value down, I think you just go, we're going all in at third base, and just let him know it's like, Miguel, we know you can hit. We believe you can hit. You need to be an average third baseman. If he can be an average third baseman and he can hit like I think he can, he's going to be a really good ball player for us. Yeah. So, yeah, please, and spread the word about this channel for that. We have a live going on. I'm not sure how long I'll be going on. My wife is out doing something, so guess what? I'm doing this. I'm having a good time doing it too. So let's see. I'm going to just take a look. Oh, 100% of everyone has liked, so that's good. 19 likes. Got to do something more. I got to figure that out. Something ain't happening. And I think, one of the things is I want to be more consistent with things. But it's difficult. Oh, Jim Bowden had a little tweet. Let's talk about this one. I like Jim Bowden. I know some people don't, but I just like he's enthusiastic about things. I think there's a football game tomorrow, right? Let's see. So Jim Bowden, best MLB free agents available. Starting pitchers: Montgomery, Smelt, Clevenger, Ryu, Lorenzen. Yeah, Lorenzen. Lorenzen was really good before he threw too many pitches in that no-hitter. He was really good. That's a guy I ought to picked him up over Paxton, to be honest with you. But Paxton's got some good upside. Relief pitchers: Stanek, I can't remember first name. Brad Hand, pass. Liam Hendricks, who's hurt, but maybe. And on the starting pitchers, he didn't mention Woodruff either with that 2-year contract possibility, right? So I hope they'd still do that. Yeah, Muncy is at third base, but not forever. And, Vargas is 25 years old. Infielders: Chapman, Urshela, Whit Merrifield. Ahmed Rosario, former Dodger great. Tim Anderson, and then Brandon Belt. Outfielders: Bellinger and Soler, DH Martinez. So Soler's not an outfielder. But, there's a lot of guys still out there, obviously. Those are some good ball players. If you had that rotation, Montgomery, Snell, Clevenger, Ryu, and Lorenzen, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not great, though, but there's a lot of talent still out there. Aeronetic. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Might be the first time I hopped on live. Oh, very good. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I just grabbed a really good picture. Didn't even look that much, but I really like it. I'd like to kind of nail down. I got to find it again and try to nail down what year that was taken. Oh, Bleacher Report predicts us to get I was about to say Tyler Anderson, Tim Anderson. Maybe they keep throwing that out there, but I would rather go with Gavin Lux and a gimpy knee at shortstop than Tim Anderson at shortstop. He is not a good shortstop. That's the problem with him. That's the real problem. I'm not going to buy into any of the attitude stuff because I bet if you asked players from the Will Smith and Mookie Betts, they're going to say he's fine. So I have no problem. He just ended up looking silly. But he's on a WBC team and played a pretty good second base. You notice he didn't play shortstop. Now they let Trey Turner play short, and he's not even that good. He's an average shortstop. Oh, LNS is back in the house. A lot of Boris clients on that list. Yes. A lot. Do we think? I mean, I still think he's pulling a rabbit out of the hat, possibly, but those odds are getting worse. Do we think that Boris really screwed up this offseason? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Do you think he did it? Oh. Yeah, earliest memories as a kid was me having a Raul Mondesi shirt in the 90s. Yeah. 1994 Rookie of the Year. Haven't been more excited for a season than this one. Yeah, it's crazy. I was really, I got to be honest, one of the most exciting seasons for me was before 88 when they got Kirk Gibson. And they made so many big trades and stuff. It was like, oh, they really needed to flush the toilet with some of that stuff. And they did. Fred Clare did a great job. And they got that World Series. And then, this year's really special. But also, after going into 2015, I was excited about it. I thought, even though Matt Kemp is one of my favorites, it was a really good trade. They made so many moves getting J-Roll. Just a lot of things happening, a lot of changes. Brandon McCarthy, before he got hurt, was, I thought was pretty good. Brad Anderson had a good year that year, but there was just so much going on. They should have gotten rid of Mattingly first. Let's see. D-Mac said moving Mookie back to right field is on the table. Anything is possible with this organization, to quote him. Yeah, maybe. But maybe that would be maybe later in the season. That's what I think. I don't think they would do it right now. It's more important to have Mookie Betts healthy and rested as much as possible for October than to find a place for Tim Anderson to play. Just saying. Let's see. Would you sign Belly on a 3-year deal? I would love it, but they got Jason Hayward, and they're making poor Jason, man. Doc goes, "Hey, Jason Hayward, you're now the spokesman for Shohei Ohtani," and Hayward's like, "Hey, you know what? If Ohtani can speak for himself." I think that was a little out of place by Doc there. Yeah, the Gibson signing was fantastic. I remember three of us were on our way from Disneyland up to a friend's house, and that happened. We heard on the news. This is back in there was no internet machine, and they announced it. We just freaked out. We were like, pounding each other. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, I agree. Do whatever it takes to have Mookie not slumping in September and October. Same with Freddie. Make those guys sit. Each of them needs to sit out a full game at least once every 2 weeks. I don't care about the standings, and I really don't care about their numbers. Or I don't care about 60 doubles. I don't care about 40 home runs. I don't care about 20 plus stolen bases. Yeah. You were there, Dave S. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. What a memory. I mean, I was watching it on TV, and it was, just so unreal. I mean, I'm just doing a quick check because my phone seems to be doing a bit. Okay, nothing going on. Okay, good. All right. Well, we'd like something, and it's someone made a good point. Gosh, who was it? I don't remember who it was off the top of my head, but no moves. If there's no moves today in baseball, there definitely won't be any tomorrow. Tomorrow is that other football game going on. Those. I used to really care about the individual awards, but only one World Series in all this time. Yeah, ain't happening. Not good. Not good at all. Yep. Yep. You're very good point. Yeah, he was chasing the MVP. He was chasing that 40th home run. So I don't know if you guys probably saw, if you saw Mookie's picture from that thing, dude's ripped. Dude is just what a body. Pause. Just amazing. But he's still only 5'9". There's only so much weight he has that he can carry. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I want that World Series clinch at Dodger Stadium. No kidding. But you know what? I got to be honest. If they have a chance of clinching again, I'm going. I'm just going to find it. Money won't matter. I'm at a certain age where there's certain things I really would like to see. And seeing the Dodgers clinch it live. I mean, I almost went in 2020. But the other thing I want to do is share it with my family, and I'm glad I did that. Now that both my sons have moved out, one's in or moved out of the state, one's in Florida, one's in Texas. So, he did the home run derby. So those things need to stop. This year, let's just do it for the next few years. Focus on getting, because I look at it this way. Mookie's in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Freddie's in the Hall of Fame. Shohei's in the Hall of Fame. Clayton Kershaw's definitely in the Hall of Fame. So, yeah. Dodger 818. Welcome to the chat. Please like, subscribe, please. Please, please, please. I got to stop begging. I'm being silly, almost silly about it now. I'm turning into one of those regular grifters out there on the internet machine. Oh, you got to see the 2020 clincher. Nice. Yeah. Huge Dodger fan. Yeah. I mean, those are things you just want to spend it with your family. Some of that, I mean, that was the first time in my son's lifetime that they were the world champs. And it was the first time since my wife and I had been together that the Dodgers were the World Series champs. So, yeah. I saw that. My Padres, that's right. Your Padres are interested in Noah Syndergaard. Someone's got to give the guy a shot, and it really should only be Ohtani. Stop. Yeah, don't do anything. It's a long season. Padres are interested in Thor. Yeah, I mean, he minor league deal, right? There's still hope that all of a sudden the 100 comes back. I think it's a mental part for him. It's been long enough for the Tommy John thing. So I think it's a mental thing. But it's hard, The guy really wants it. I mean, he was willing to give up his firstborn son. Doesn't have one yet, or he might not have said that. But, yeah. I mean, shoot. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Let's see. We had a post here from Moose on the internet machine. Let's take a quick look at this. This is a good one to look at, I think. It's down here. Lux stood at the plate with Yamamoto. Everything is firm. The splitter plays like it's 90 to 92. Fastball feels firmer than 94, 95. The curveball, everything is a 4-pitch mix for a strike. And the little slide step he does makes everything play up. Oh, yeah, because it's coming quicker. I think he's going to have a lot of success really fast. That's from Gavin Lux. That is from Gavin Lux. So, yeah, the internet machine with some more information. That's the type of information I'm looking for. I know that, I that's what I'm looking for, those types of things. The Dodgers were paying Belly 16, 17 while he was struggling. The least he could do is give us a discount. Yeah, if only his agent wasn't Scott Boras, right? Mike Lopez. Nando, yo. Yamamoto looks like he's going to be bringing it all year. I know. I was talking about that at the beginning. He's the player I'm most excited about, for sure. Yeah. I'm getting fired up about Yamamoto. And I'm excited to see Lux back too. There's a few of us that have been pushing for Lux to get it. We don't want Adames yet. We don't want Tim Anderson to replace him. We got to at least give the guy a chance. I think he's the shortstop, and I think his contract is not big. There is so much upside to him. Let's remember, in 2019, he was the number one prospect in baseball. It was either him or Wander Franco. Wander Franco is probably never playing baseball ever again in the major leagues. Gavin Lux, though, is not an idiot. But we do catch him with some silly pictures where his face looks like he's, one taco short of a combo plate. But, yeah, that's just photography. He's animated. He's an animated dude, and so I like it. I think makes it fun. Let's see. DN's already got an article about Yamamoto, what Lux was talking about. Good for them. They are quick, folks. They are quick. I'll talk about it. Yeah, everyone's asking how many are Boris clients, about those free agents. Just doing a quick checkup. Of course, the great Clayton Kershaw is back. Again, he's saying July-ish, August-ish. Let's see. Yeah, Belly could do a 1-year huge contract and go back into free agency next year before ever thinking about a short-term idea. I think that's probably going to happen. I don't know if it's with the Dodgers, but maybe that happens with one of those starting pitchers, because they don't need long-term starting pitching. I'm not even sure they need short-term right now. I'm going to be honest with you. But let's line them up. Gather the talent. If we can get talent, do it. Do I see any more free agent signings for the Dodgers? It would be just minor ones. I just don't want it to be Brad Hand. I think that guy's so bad. He's not an answer. I'd rather bring back Caleb Ferguson and go with Vesia any day than Brad Hand. Yamamoto goes through stretching exercise to prevent injuries. Yeah. You always got Craig. He's got his own trainer that's now working for the Dodgers, which is great. It's time to learn, which is good. We want to see more javelins if that's what the best thing is for these guys. Yeah. So HSK, that's his guy, right? That's Yamamoto's trainer, right? Okay, Aeronautic, you are so smart. You were so right on this one. Kershaw's not even my favorite player for some reason, but he's the one I care about the most. If you know what I mean? I don't sit there and go, I can't wait to watch. I like, as a Seager guy, Julio Urias, Andrew Tolles. Those are my guys. Obviously, none of them are with the. Well, no, Tolles is still with this, and I still pray for Andrew Tolles. Just say a prayer for Andrew Tolles tonight, please. He's okay. But yeah, Clayton Kershaw, when he got that World Series championship, you could see the relief on his face. Because I think Clayton Kershaw is a great man. And I'm not using that term lightly. I think he's a great man. The big difference. And I think his wife is wonderful. I think they're just amazing people. The work that they do with the missions work and all that they've done, they are the real deal. And so I respect them so much. And so for Kirsch to be at the parade, I think he'd retire on the spot, and it would be wonderful. And hopefully we're all there to see it. So either in 24 or 25. I really want him to get that 56 extra strikeouts. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, guys. My guy Trinidad, who's on this podcast sometimes, he's a huge Turner fan. I think he's still getting over it. Yeah, especially after Game 5 in 2017. He got ripped off. That whole team got ripped off. Andre Ethier, who was, you talk about a guy who loves being a Dodger still. Man, he shows up to everything. And he was there at FanFest, just loving on everybody, having a great time. Not that way. Having a great time, just being back there in the media area and being available and all that stuff out there with other people. It was wonderful. So Ether getting ripped off on that sucks. So many Brandon McCarthy, right? I mean, come on. Just there, so many people. Dodger lineup. Okay, okay. Showtime's got his lineup. Throw your lineups out there. I want to see what you guys got. Let's see. Betts, Ohtani, Freeman, Smith, Teoscar, Muncy, Outman, Hayward, Margot, Lux. All right, folks, if you really want to get fancy, give me your right-handed starting pitching lineup. So right-hander for the opponent. What's that lineup look like? And give me your left-handed one. If a lefty's on the mound, what do you want to see? Yep. Yeah, the whole Kershaw thing. I mean, there was not one swing and miss on a breaking ball from him, really. Trey Margot. Someone said, what if we trade Margot for Kenley and sign Kike? I like half of it. I actually think Margot is going to be good. I'm not great, but I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be better than we think. I think it was disappointing to get Margot because we all wanted Randy Arozarena. Didn't we? We all wanted Randy Arozarena. But we got Teoscar. I'm pretty happy with that. He's not Randy, but I think my prediction is, and I think I'm stealing this from somebody. I think it's maybe Doug. 2024 NLCS MVP is going to be Teoscar Hernandez. Ship it. Yeah, I think Marco's fine. I think he's expendable, like you guys are talking about. If I get Kike back, I'd like to do that because I think Kike could platoon I think he's a better hitter than Margot. Margot's probably a better outfielder, but Kike is a way better infielder than Margot because Margot don't play infield. And I still like the idea of Kike being the late inning replacement at third base. Now, Muncy said he's been working on his speed and agility and all that. So the best way to work on speed and agility is to drop 30 pounds. Let's hope he did. I couldn't tell. He didn't. It would have been. Again, pause. It would have been nice to see him take off his shirt at that plunge. If we would have went to the plunge, we would have seen how much weight he may be at. Stop bringing all those 35-plus pitchers. Yeah, they don't bother me too much as long as if they're productive. But, the good thing is with those old farts, I'm one to call someone an old fart. The thing, Mike, with that is they got the depth behind it. It buys those kids time because you're not, put it this way, you're not going to have Kyle Hurt go out and throw 200 innings, but you may get a really good 120 out of him with Paxton throwing the other 80. That's the way I look at it. I know Randy did want to be a Dodger, but you know what? The Rays, that's the impression I got too. I wouldn't have traded him either if I were them. That would have been like giving up the ghost there. And I just think that, if they have a bad season, but they never do. Those guys, that team's a good team. They really know how to make moves. Nothing going on right now. My rotation right now. All right. This is assuming Buehler's not available. And I'm going, for now, I'm going to go 5-man rotation. Then I'm going to go 6-man. Okay? So, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Big Bobby Miller, Paxton, and Sheen. Am I missing somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. My brain? Okay, so old brain, right? Old brain's got to go look real quick. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing somebody really good. We got Glasnow and Yamamoto, Miller, Sheehan, and Paxton. No, that's without Bueller. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. 40 man. Okay. Who am I missing? For starters, Kirsch is out. May's out. Okay, I'm not missing anybody. Well, Yarbrough would be another. So, a 6-man rotation today or going into the season would also have Yarbrough in the 6th spot. And then once Bueller comes back, Yarbrough's out. Now, if they go 5-man, which they might do that and then just use a 6-1 every once in a while. Mike, they're not ready because the Dodgers do hold them back. Let's be honest. They're really careful with them, trying to make sure they don't get hurt. Problem is they still get hurt. That's the problem. They still get hurt. And so it's a matter of just you got to pile up all the talent you can, because even last year the kids were getting hurt. I mean, before the season started, Gonsolin went down, and then Pepio, who was the replacement, went down. Bobby Miller got a late start. Gavin Stone really wasn't good in the minors before he got called up. Michael Grove was available, and Andre Jackson had a rough one. Roki Sasaki, coming up. But like last year, my biggest disappointment in September was only giving Kyle Hurt that one game. That was silly. They got dominated. You bring up for the playoffs, you bring up those live dynamic arms that no one has seen. Yeah, 7-man. Yeah, maybe. Thing is, you only allowed 13 pitchers on the roster, or else they probably would. They're going to need to do something. Yeah, May went to IL. He's out for he's not going to start this year. Gonsolin's out for the year for sure. And then they'll put Kirsch. If they need a spot, they'll put Kirsch on. They've got Frasso's is gonna go on it also. So there's only one good news for Frasso with going on the IL and being injured now. He gets paid major league money all season instead of going down and getting, 2/5 or whatever it is. So good for him. Get paid, my man. Get paid. But it's a bummer with that shoulder surgery. Yeah, May's, I don't know, man. I think his mechanics really need to change. We'll see what happens. He's just starting to throw, so I'm hopeful for him. Let's see. See, now even the baseball writers are talking about that game tomorrow. I'll watch a little bit, but my wife and I are probably going to go out somewhere because it'll be not so crowded. I'd rather watch the Dodgers. Watch the spring training highlights of them playing catch. See Yamamoto playing catch with Walker Buehler. I thought that was cool. Yeah, I still call it DL a lot too. IL, DL, whatever. It was sensitivity. Gosh. Sorry, old me just doesn't get some of these things. It doesn't make any sense. Bobby's there. You go. Ooh, you got Bobby with a 2.9 ERA, calling a shot with 235 Ks. Oh, I like it. Yeah, he's gonna be carrying a load. Craig. I guessed that it was February 22nd. Let's take an actual look instead of me making stuff up. Oh, February 22nd. I was right. Against your Padres. They go 20. They got they just got games 22nd through the 29th for sure. All games every day. They have an off day on Monday the 4th. That's their only off day of spring training before they are gone. They are gone to Korea. And then they play real baseball. The funny thing is, of course, so they play 2 exhibition games on the 17th and 18th in Korea against Korean teams. Then they play the 20th and 21st, which are regular season games. Holy smokes, 3:05 a.m. Then they come back, and on the 24th and 25th and 26th is the Freeway Series with the Angels. And then they have opening day on the 28th. It's a weird thing. I don't like it, to be honest. I really wish it wasn't happening this year. I know I'm in the minority with that. I want to win a World Series. Let's see. It's over for Bueller. The projections don't like him. I kind of don't care yet, Michael. I'm not going to believe anything yet with Bueller. If anyone's gonna come back from it, it's him. I'm a big fan of his. He's got the brain that wants to do it too. I think he'll be fine. I don't know if he's gonna be great. We need him to be great. We need him Walker F. and Bueller. You cry laughing when Steiner calls them the Indians. Yeah. I'm gonna say the same thing. I do it all the time. I grew up with that. I like how Steiner is the one. Steiner or Neverett that mocks the Ghost Runner. He actually talks about the fake Ghost Runner and all that. He calls it the Manfred Runner. That's what it is. Yeah. Yep. You just never know until they play. I still believe that Bueller's going to gain more velocity. I could be wrong. I'm going to believe. I'm believing in my players. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. It's just, gosh, it's the injuries that are coming. I know it. I hate it, but it's coming. We know that. We've seen it enough, and you just have to make sure that that they're ready to go with depth. Let's see. This is silly. I'm going to throw this up there. Let you guys be nice, though. Someone on the Twitter machine responding to, the whole Yamamoto and Ohtani stuff. I'm a Dodgers fan, and I hope they bust. They are cheating the system. Instead of building a winner, they are throwing money. I can't wait to see them either not make the playoffs or get knocked out. And then my guy, Jack, or Dodger Fam 25. Loser mentality. Goal of a front office is to assemble the best team possible to not only bring a potential championship to your city, but a team the whole city can support, and the Dodgers did that. You ain't a Dodger fan, Boomer. Well, I don't like that last thing, but as one, I'm a tail end one. I identify more with Gen X, though. Yeah. I mean, they would never have been able to make that. Yeah, by the op. Yeah, it's people just gotta, it's just they are doing whatever it takes. They have the money. They've been doing this off and on for years. When they first took over, they bought a lot of the money down, but a lot of those contracts, throwing their money around. They could have done it this whole time. They could have been spending $400 million per season, but they waited. They didn't throw good money after bad money like the Mets did, like the Padres did, both those teams were supposed to be basically in the NLDS last year against each other. It's dumb. It's dumb. The Dodgers are not dumb. They had a plan. They've been after Yamamoto for years. They were after freaking Shohei Ohtani for 10 years. They've been after Sasaki for quite a few years. I mean, Max Muncy brought it up. He brought it up on one of those foul territory, whatever it is, foul territories. He talked about Sasaki, that the Dodgers are in on him. So, yeah. All these teams can keep their players if they really want to. If you have one star like the Royals, you can keep him. Now, I know it's going to get to a point, but And some of them, they go, well, we want to make sure we keep getting that free money, the free $100 million without having to have a good team, which is so silly. Major League Baseball needs to stop doing dumb things. Let's see. Yeah. Did you guys see? Okay, I just got to throw it out there because I'm learning how to cook. Non-baseball tweet, scrambled eggs I made earlier. 4 eggs, a quarter cup of cottage cheese. Yes, I did that. Lots of ham, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, MSG, and a touch of soy sauce. Easily the best eggs I've ever made. Just throwing that out there. Just learn how to cook. Really happy with it. It's good to make something, and it's very low cal. A little bit of salt, obviously, with the soy sauce, but it's just a bit. Just add some extra flavor. And then let's see what else has been up with Dodgers. Not much. I mean, we saw the Brazier and Kershaw signings, which is great. We saw the IL guys. It turns out Jeff Snyder, probably the smartest baseball guy on Twitter, caught me on one. So I was saying, hey, the Dodgers can put Buehler on the IL right now, and he's eligible again in April. Not so true. The guys that are put on the 60-day IL or any injured list right now doesn't start taking impact until the season starts. So Buehler would still need 60 more days. Hopefully we don't need the 60 days. Hopefully he doesn't need any 60 days. Hopefully he's ready to go. I mean, it looks like he's close. I think what they're going to be doing is keeping the man, I lost a follower. Dang it. They're going to just watch his arm like these minor league guys. That's why you sign a Paxton. I know some of y'all don't like it, but it's just kind of that type of thing. And the Paxtons, I would have liked Ryu, but I think there's a huge upside with Paxton, and that's why they did it. But let's get a good 80 to 100 innings from Paxton. It'd be great. Get him a ring, hopefully. And at the end of the day, the Dodgers will probably end up with some other people doing a lot of time. Oh, Glasnow pitching a bullpen. Ooh. Why not? Let's pull it up. Oh, that's, the point of view of the catcher. Oof. Awesome. I love pitching. So excited about that. Oops. Get that volume off. There we go. Yeah, that's where it's at. Let's see. Love lots of ham and scrambled eggs. Yeah, I did a lot of chopping there. After the Gibson home run in '88, which moment do you think the crowd was loudest at Dodger Stadium? I would say the Muncy home run. It's either the Muncy home run in 2018 or the Turner home run in 2017. That's kind of where I'm at. Is there a Field of Dreams game this year? Yeah, and it's another bad matchup. They're not doing this right. Let me take a look at that, Mike, real quick. Let's see. It's something like Cardinals or something like that. No, that was last year, Field of Dreams game. It's a bad matchup. Wait, what? Oh, now they're learning there will be no. That was in June. Oh, so there's a different game. It's not going to be at the real one. And it's the Cardinals and the Giants. A historic rivalry. Why isn't it the Dodgers and the Giants? Why isn't it the Dodgers and the Yankees? Why isn't it the Yankees and the Red Sox? Instead, it's the great rival. Even the Cardinals and the Dodgers, right? That's a good matchup too. That's historic. Yeah. Let's see. Steve Finley's Grand Slam. See, I'm a little biased, Mike, because I was at those other two. I wasn't there at Finley. I was driving in my car. Let's see. Showtime. Really wish they would DFA Barnes and let Rushing be the backup. Oh, yeah, he's not ready yet, though. Not yet. He's not quite ready yet. It's coming, though. It's coming. Rushing has some advanced hitting skills that I think is going to really pay off. Still like him as an idea of a third baseman for the future, just to see if he can do it. That home run tool is to the playoffs. Let's see. I'm trying to figure that out. Sorry, man. It'd be nice to have the Dodgers there. But, they're already doing the Korea thing, so they're done. It's those types of things are a little inconvenient. But it's really not a Field of Dreams game if it's not at the Field of Dreams. So whatever, huh? Whatever. Yeah, it's a bummer. Have any of you guys put it in the chat if you ever been to the actual Field of Dreams in Iowa? I have not. I would like to go there. It's one of those. I doubt I'll ever get there. It's kind of. I don't know what else. I don't have a purpose to go to Iowa, really. Regretfully. What prospects are ready? Well, Kyle Hurt. I would say Nick Frasso, but that's not it. I think Gavin Stone's ready. I think Kyle Hurt's going to be the big contributor, but I think Stone's going to surprise and hopefully come back. And then, of course, later, Andy Paez. This year, it's I think I clicked it off. I think it's Field of Dreams, not the film. 2024 in Alabama. Oh, because the Field of Dreams in Alabama. Whatever. Now they're just being silly. They're oldest professional park in baseball. Kind of don't care. Sorry. Oh, it has to do with the Negro Leagues. Okay, yeah. Whatever. But Field of Dreams, there's a reason for what that was. Young catchers need at bats. Dodgers need Barnes for now. That's true. You haven't seen the Field of Dreams movie. I saw it in theaters. Believe it or not. I actually saw Major League in theaters too. Those Major League and Field of Dreams came out in the same year. In fact, I saw the preview for Field of Dreams while getting ready to watch Major League. And I suggest watching it. I love the movie. Barnes will be very involved with bringing along the pitchers, including the rookies, and bringing along the new catchers. It'll be great. With Fiducia, Cartaya, Rushing, they're all on the. They're all in camp because Rushing is not on the 40-man. So he'll be there though. He's an non-roster invitee. Yeah, Major League is brilliant. They had some great baseball movies right in a row. They had Bull Durham in '88, then they had Major League, and then they had Field of Dreams. All very different. Two of them had Kevin Costner. Right field pavilion, the loudest home run I can remember was a walk-off Garcia Parra. Oh man. Oh, what a beautiful game. The 4+1 game. To win that game against the Padres. Yeah, back to back. The 4+1. What a game. Come on, folks. That's just amazing. Dodgers need to play Mexico. They did that. Was it 2018? Remember they had the combined no-hitter? Was that Monterrey, Mexico? I might be wrong. Yeah, I love Willie Mays Hayes too. Yeah. Those characters in Major League were awesome. My favorite, I still like in terms of Bull Durham's just too funny for me. That was where I started to fall in love with some minor league stuff. September 18th, 2006. Yeah. That's still, what a moment, or a series of moments. I mean, it was, the Dodgers down 4, and then they hit 2 home runs, so they bring in Trevor Hoffman. I'm ready to say someone else. Bring in Trevor Hall of Famer. He gives up 2. And then they stinking, they have this back and forth, and then Nomar comes up to put him back ahead and win that game with a walk-off. Just amazing. Only in baseball. That's why, having the idea of a tie is so silly. When Kent. Yep. So Jeff Kent, J.D. Drew. Russ? Russell Martin, was he a Dodger? I mean, was he up already that early? I guess. And then Marlon Anderson, right? Marlon Anderson. Am I wrong about was it Russell? My brain doesn't work anymore. Yeah, you watch that just so many times. Now you can just go on YouTube, fortunately, and watch it. But baseball. My youngest son's one of his favorite games that he ever went to was the. Remember when was it 2019? And the Diamondbacks walked 5 guys in a row to win. It was we're just laughing the whole time. Yeah, it was Russell. Okay, man. For some reason, I didn't think he was up by then, but yeah, Russell if you didn't see it, got inducted into the Canadian Hall of Fame. Yeah, Marlon Anderson. First pitches, huh? I guess Trevor didn't have it that day. Yeah, Russell Martin, Canadian Hall of Fame. Gosh darn it, another guy I wish would have got a ring. Dang it. Our ace reliever in 2019. I like that 2019 team. They really choked in that playoff. Well, part of that was Doc. He choked bad too with his pitching decisions in Game 5. Just terrible. 3-1 lead going into the 8th, and you let your team blow it. Yeah, the Canadian Hall of Fame though, not the other one. But that was just more Walker Buehler. Game 5, 2019 NLDS. That was just more Walker Buehler being the stud, absolute stud that he was. Let's see. I want to look at that. I haven't looked at this box score. I haven't looked at the lowlights since I was at that game. You talk about just a terrible thing. Yeah, Buehler went 6.2. Kirsch came in, got Adam Eaton out, and then, gosh darn it, they had Maeda ready, who came in. Gosh, what a disaster! Absolute disaster. It was weird. Then they let Joe Kelly go into the 10th inning. It's like they gave up. It was the weirdest thing. It was like they just gave up. Joe Kelly pitched in the 9th inning and had nothing, even though he got all the guys out. Then he let him pitch in the 10th. He had nothing. They had, yeah. They had Urias, even though they said he wasn't available. They had Baez. I think he did pitch. Remember, Baez was actually decent back then. Yeah, Doc really blew that one. I thought there was a 50-50 chance he's going to get fired. My guy Marshall Garvey at Dodgers Nation had an article he wrote about firing him, and he's still on that one. He's not with DN anymore, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, 29. It was, what a joke. Dodgers easily had the best team that year. Gosh darn it. I think Ohtani could break the home run record if he stays locked in all season. That would be interesting. He's not worried about pitching. But he is still worried about pitching. He's rehabbing. Yeah, then they brought Kenley and it was gone. The game was over. But he wasn't, 2019, he wasn't very good. From what I recall, he wasn't really Kenley. But still, Joe Kelly had no business being in there when he didn't have his best stuff. He's throwing, he would throw all curveballs, and then that wasn't fair. Yeah, gosh. Dave Roberts accused Broxton. You mean Joe Torre, right? He would have. He did that with Kenley a few times. He did that with Brandon Morrow. Totally used and abused Brandon Morrow. And when he needed him in Game 5, he wasn't available. Well, he was available, but he gave up 4 runs in 6 pitches. Well, Buehler be back to 98, 99. Cross your fingers. I think it's possible. Some guys get back. Verlander gets back. No, Buehler does have mechanics similar to Verlander, but every body, every BODY is different. So we'll see. We'll see about Walker. But I think he can do a lot, even with his stuff a little diminished, with his velocity. We'll see, though. Yep, big old Jonathan Broxton. Yep, a guy that was just gave up some key shots himself. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, 2019, absolute waste. 2021, the injuries got him. 2022, for shame. Absolute for shame. And 2023, they weren't that good. Straight up. But they still shouldn't have lost the Diamondbacks. That was insane. And really, if you look at who did make it, they could have won that thing. But really didn't have enough pitching. And yeah. Yeah. Walker, same with me. I love watching Walker Buehler. He's my favorite pitcher to watch in the Dodgers. Might be turning into Yamamoto eventually, but when Walker Buehler is on, when he was from 2018 through the end, almost to the end of 2021, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball. And then he just got wore out. Oh, if I could have any person manage the Dodgers, who would it be and why? Oh, Bruce Bochy. And it's obvious. Bruce Bochy is easily the best manager in baseball. And that's no skin off of Doc. I still think Doc is a very good manager. He's not perfect. Every manager has their flaws. Bruce Bochy is a way above and beyond every other manager in baseball. So it's Boch. Easy. That's the easiest call I could make. And that's what I would have tried to have done. I don't think that would have gone well with the Giants, though. But, there's some other good ones, too. Yeah, Butane is healthy. He's getting the ball in Game 1. Yeah, I'm concerned that if Butane, he is not what he was, that they don't win the World Series. He's the guy with the World Series pedigree, or the playoff pedigree. The only reason he did so bad in 2021 is they used and abused him. He pitched on 3 days rest twice, and he shouldn't have done it either one. So shame on the Dodgers for doing that, and I think that contributed to his Tommy John. I think they know it too. They owe him. They should make sure to pay that man. They should make sure to take care of him. Oh, I might as well show this because I think it's relevant. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens about the Phillies being hot and heavy on. Oops, wrong one. Gosh, I keep using the wrong browser, and so you're seeing something that shouldn't be there. Not what I want. So the Phillies are in on Montgomery allegedly. So I believe it. Makes a lot of sense. Also in on Merrifield. Phillies gonna be good. They got Bryce Harper's become a primetime player in general. Yeah, so just a little news. I mean, the price could go down. Price could go down, folks. Put it this way. Andrew Friedman will not shy away from a big move if the price gets to his liking. So don't be surprised by anything. I won't be. Let's see. Yeah, not much else going on. All right, folks. Anything else? Just checking the chat. Yeah, Bochy is such a pro. Yeah, even when Seager hit that homer in game 1, he's stone faced. Yeah, he's good. Imagine Seager on this team. I know. My son texted me just a few days ago about Seager, just out of the blue. Just still, when he thinks of the number 5, he always thinks of Seager on the Dodgers. Yeah, I miss Corey bad. They could have figured. They could have figured out. I'm just gonna say it. I think Corey wanted to go somewhere else. Just my own speculation. I have nothing there to say. Oh, hey, someone said they didn't hit the like button. Well, we'll hit it. Please. Please hit the like button. Let's see. Yeah, I just think he wanted to go, and it just wouldn't. It didn't make sense in terms of. I'm going to end the poll now on that one. Come on. It would have took $400 million to match that one. Odds we resign Bueller with Yoshi signing. It all depends on how good he is. That's for sure. And they got Roki lining up too. I just think Bueller just feels like a Dodger to me. That's for sure. Think some kind of trade might happen before the season starts. Don't be surprised. Yeah. I do see a reliever, not the one that people keep rumoring about. At least Corey helped the Dodgers get the title. Yep, always be grateful. Yeah, like I said, I have a Corey Seager World Series jersey from there. I got the gold jersey of his, and I've got some artwork. That he was my guy. I was our guy that, really excited. I actually think Mookie deserved the MVP of that World Series though. So Corey's home runs were great, but they were in losses. And then Mookie, got that double once Snell left. I know Corey helped drive a guy in. But Mookie, and he had that home run to make it go from 2-1 to 3-1. So I think it was actually Mookie. But top 3 for that one, in no particular order: Seager, Mookie, and Kirsch for the MVP of that one. And if they would have gone to Game 7, it would have been Walker Buehler. Yeah. So Dan, if the Padres get Noah Syndergaard, does he give Lance Lynn a run at the title? Are you happy with the number 5 we have now? Hey, number 5 we have now is great. I'm a Corey guy. Nomar, there you go. The number 5, let's also, hey, never forget, Juan Uribe were number 5. Yes. Whittier's own Nomar Garcia Parra, correct. Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm going to go get some dinner. I'm going to go get Mexican food since my wife's not here. I'm going to go get to a great taco shop here in Escondido. Get me, I'm going to go get me a bean and cheese burrito, which I love bean and cheese. I'm going to get me a cheese quesadilla. Very basic, but this taco shop is so good at just the basics. Why do I need anything else? So thanks to everybody for listening. That's for sure. Hopefully we're done with the rain a bit, or at least some, fortunately the Fan Fest or whatever got in, which I was really happy for. And then, let's, we'll be at it. Al Pastor or Al Pastor. Who's Al Pastor? No, just kidding. Teoscar's going to be fun. Mexican food, great taste. Yep. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. The podcast, so if you go to Dodgers 2080, there's a tab for the podcast. You can also listen as you're driving or whatever. You'd have to hear my voice driving, but I'm just throwing those things out there, trying to grow it. Going to be, if I can get some fixed times, I'm going to try to do that a little bit better, and then I can get some guests Pastor Al married with children. There you go. All right, everyone. As always, thank you so much. This is Tim Rogers. It does rhyme with Dodgers. Dodgers 2080. Excited to be back. It had been a few days. Looking forward to more interaction with y'all. Looking forward to everyone being in camp. Looks like everyone's almost already in camp, which is great. And being excited about the first game on February 22nd. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday. Well, my wife still go to bed at 9 o'clock, before 9 o'clock. So who knows? Maybe I'll do a show on that night. Kiss your honey, whatever on Valentine's Day. Get her. Don't forget to get her something. That reminds me, I need to do something. And then we got it going on. Season's coming on us faster and fastest. So, as they say, go Doyers. Thanks everybody. God bless. And go Dodgers.